Title of this video is probably going to be either why or how YouTube ruined the WeedTube community. Growing up, WeedTube, smoking weed on YouTube and like talking about it, checking out different like bongs and different pieces, and really building kind of like an online culture around stoners on YouTube was a early 2016 to 2017 thing that was happening on YouTube. A lot of people that did WeedTube were older. One of the most prominent, people that did WeedTube is Custom Grow 420, whose channel got taken down by YouTube in 2019, actually. Then it got put up onto YouTube because they realized what they did. I've followed so many since I was young, since I'm 19 now, okay, 2017, right, do the math. That's when I started doing WeedTube, and I was really young, but that's kind of what made the videos interesting, Not everyone sees a 14-year-old or a 15-year-old smoking weed and then putting it online, That was just something that didn't happen a lot, but it was also something that wouldn't get banned. Because what they were focusing on other drugs that, I'm sure they included weed in that category, but there was like people smoking meth on YouTube, like that's a horrible thing, and so they would focus on taking those kinds of videos down. And once they kind of got through all those videos and they started molding YouTube into what they wanted it, the restrictions became extremely hard to follow. And even people above the age of 18 that were doing WeedTube videos were getting strikes every single video. People weren't able to view their videos, you know what I mean? And I don't know, it just hurts me. It hurts me because there's a couple people that did make it. There's actually a lot of people that did make it that I would talk to in my comment section. There's a lot of people that were, bigger YouTubers that were actually gaining traction in the world through just smoking weed on YouTube and being a good person. And then the people that are successful that I can think of are Eric Khan. I watched his videos. He's a new WeedTuber to me. Can you believe that? I watched his first 3 videos. And I was like, man, he kind of reminds me of me. And now look at him, he's extremely successful. Another one was Raw OG 420. Raw OG 420 is Brandon, or Evil Main, because he does music. His music is Evil Main on Spotify. Or anything really, you can just type in Evil Main and his music pops up. Brandon was a really big inspiration to me growing up, because he was another younger person that was doing WeedTube. Like, clearly he wasn't 18, you know what I mean? But he had really nice bongs, he had really nice rigs, he had a nice light setup. Not always. He was using, actually a lot of people, including myself, just use cans, like a peach can to prop our phones up against, to record us, smoking weed and talking, and people would interact. They would say it was really cool, and sometimes people would hate on me, they'd be like, oh, you're so young, you're not going to get anywhere in life if you just keep smoking weed and doing drugs. Once when I was younger, I was like, yeah, they're probably right. But if I keep uploading on YouTube, I'm getting so many views, I was getting a lot of the videos are deleted, a lot of them are privated, because if they were on YouTube in this day and age, they would get restricted and I would get strikes on my channel for them. But some of the videos had 5,000 views. The most viewed video I ever had. I had a video that almost hit 100K views. You know how insane that was for a 14-year-old, that just sat around and smoked weed. And then recorded it, put it online, and people were just like, oh yeah, that works, I don't know. It's just heartbreaking, because my channel would always, like, there, after 18 going to 19 and 2020. 2020 was really the gravestone. It was really the end point of any kind of WeedTube, because they were really, really strict on anything that was on YouTube. So any kind of content I try to upload, or any smaller, YouTubers would try to upload, would get taken down immediately and striked and blah, blah, blah. But there's a lot of other people that, like I said, were successful. Jackie420. Jackie420 used to hop into my comment section every now and again on my old videos and be like, yo, dude, just keep doing it. Like, you'll get there. There was this one dude that was like this Indian guy, and he would just like, I don't know if he was, like, I think he was Native American, not Indian, like Native American, and he would roll up fat-ass fucking backwoods at work, and then he would go out and do, like, 8-minute videos on his break of him smoking a big-ass backwood, and he'd upload it to YouTube, and I followed him. I thought that was fucking great. I was like, oh, this dude's just trying to make it as well, he's just trying to smoke some weed and make a community, like a lot of the people that are successful were coming up in the same time I was coming up, with WeedTube. It's just their channels didn't get restricted, because that's just how YouTube was. I mean, I'm sure a lot of their videos did get restricted, but monetization didn't even play a role, honestly. All the videos were demonetized. I never made money off of any of the videos I ever made. I didn't have a lot of subscribers, and I still don't. My max subscriber count was probably like 400, I thought, at one time. And now it's back down to about 340 or something like that. So I never really had a lot of subscribers, but due to the people that I talked to, and some of the people that would interact with my channel and like my channel and and like post it, like Jackie420, like I'm pretty sure he gave me a shout out one time in one of his videos, and just being able to build a community around that, it wasn't about. It was that we weren't trying to sell anything. I wasn't trying to sell anything. I wasn't trying to. There's nothing bad, I was just smoking weed and talking in the comment section, pretty much. But I'm so glad that a lot of other people were able to make it when WeedTube, when in the WeedTube era, growing up. I'm so glad that RawOG420 made it. I'm glad that Jackie420 made it. Bunkasaurus. And I'm not sure where he is, but he's been around. Fucking Harry Dabs, fucking Groovy Mac, fucking you know what I mean, dude? Like, I'm telling you, I'm an OG. I know everyone. Like, fucking, there's so many people. There's so many people I can think of, and I know their faces, but I can't put their names on it. It's probably smoking a lot of weed, but my aunt is one of the judges for Bongathon and a competitor. I live in Colorado. My mom is also a judge for Bongathon. Bongathon is one of the longest running marijuana events in U.S. history, and it takes place in a random area in Colorado, up in the mountains every year. And the only way you can get invited to it is if somebody from the event gives you their invitation. Like, everyone has one friend they can invite or something like that, and then there's like head people that like invite certain people or whatever. But a lot of people go there, and it's a bong racing tournament. It's a competitive smoking event in Colorado for people that smoke a lot of fucking weed. And yeah, my family's kind of initiated with it. It's kind of like, you know, they did that shit growing up. I've done nothing. I've done WeedTube. I've done some MMA. I'm not graduated yet. But, I mean, that's more or less my fault rather than, you know, anyone else's. Just sit around and play video games all day, dude. You know? So, I guess I wanna change that, but I'm also okay with it. Which, I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing, but, yeah. Yeah, I just feel like if YouTube didn't restrict all my videos when I was younger, and I was able to keep uploading, I would be in the same position that a lot of the other OGs are in. So, my channel's original name was Dog Chocolate Milk, which was a name that I created when I was 14, extremely stoned. And I wanted to create a name that was something that you could remember. Like, when you read it, you're like, oh, it's weird, you know, like, you know? So I created Dog Chocolate Milk, and it read as Dog Chocolate Milk, but the actual way that you said it was D-O-G Chocolate Milk. So really, my name was just Chocolate Milk, and I was calling myself the OG Chocolate Milk. Which is insane, right? I mean, who thinks of that? But, I don't know. I changed my channel name to Huge Hole in 2020, because I thought it's funny, you know, I don't really take YouTube seriously. You know, I get like 20 views a video. It's not a lot. But everyone that does view it, thank you. Thank you for checking it out. And if you stayed till the end, thank you for listening to why I'm not as big as I should be. But hey, you know, I'm not going to let that hold me back. I'm going to try. You know, I'm not going to smoke weed in the videos. But I can always post talking pieces like this, you know. Stoned, of course, but yeah. Don't do drugs and have a good day, man. That's all you need to know. So have a good day.